Meanwhile, Sejun and his friends are chilling in their cave. Queuing is outside, and he greets the rabbits and bees inside, who are also busy with their jobs. The queen bee leads her family across the cornfields to pollinate them, while the shovel rabbit stands on a pile of harvested corn cobs. Beside the pile, the parent rabbits sit and diligently remove the husks from the cobs as their children frolic around. Some of them get chased by bees, while others curiously watch what the black warrior rabbit and the sickle rabbit are doing with the corns. One of them even sits on the cart full of corns being carried to Sejun by the chubby rabbit, and they pass one of the elder rabbits roasting the corns on an open flame. Sejun praises the baby rabbit, calling him the captain of the cart, and the baby is delighted. Sejun then tells the chubby cart rabbit that he finished steaming all the corn and asks him to call everyone over for dinner. The cart rabbit leaves as Sejun holds the baby rabbit in his arms and checks the corn in the pot. As he lifts the lid of the pot, both Sejun and the baby rabbit drool at seeing the delicious steamed corns and smelling their aroma. He takes them out of the pot and places them on a giant plate made of onion leaves when he gets a message from the tower manager, Aileen, who also wants to taste the corn. She is very polite today and asks Sejun if she can have one, and she gives him a new quest. He must share the corn with the tower manager in exchange for extreme gratitude, and upon refusal, he would be punished by extreme disappointment. Sejun replies that he was going to give her some corn anyway and asks her to wait a moment. He tells Aileen that the grilled corns are about to be ready too, and he wants to give them to her along with the steamed corns. She nods and replies that she will wait patiently. Other rabbits come to Sejun with the grilled corn, and he tells them to lay them down on the onion leaves. Sejun is amazed to see the grilled corn spread out on the carpet of green onion leaves and the steamed corn in the tub. He then picks up some grilled corn and says that the seasonings Theo brought earlier are a godsend for this recipe, as it could not be completed without them. Sejun wanted to cook the original recipe of butter grilled corn, but since he has no butter, he has to be satisfied with the changes he made to the recipe. He had first applied sugar to the corn and grilled them until they were brown, and now he sprinkles some crushed Parmesan cheese over the cooked corn. Sejun wonders whose idea it was to bring cheese to the tower, but he still thanks them for it. It is time to add the finishing touches to the grilled corn, and for that, he excitedly takes out chili powder from his backpack. Sejun had found the pouch of chili powder in Theo's bundle after he came back with the straw hat, and fell asleep without telling him anything. Sejun was not happy that Theo did not tell him about such a precious ingredient, and he thought that he should be disqualified from being a sales cat. But he decided to let it slide because of the amazing straw hat. Now, as Sejun sprinkles red chili powder over his grilled corn, the recipe is complete, and the information window claims that the whole grilled corn tastes so addicting that no one can be satisfied with just one piece. Sejun takes a bite, and he feels that the taste is really unbelievable. It is sweet, savory, and spicy, and he thinks that he can get a taste of his home world even in the tower. He thinks that watching cooking videos on YouTube every day was worth it, as he could cook so well thanks to that. After Sejun got a taste, he delivered the promised grilled corns to Aileen, and she told him that she was extremely grateful that he had completed his quest. Sejun then turns to his rabbit friends and asks them if they are enjoying it, and they reply that it is very delicious. The parent rabbits, on the other hand, are not able to enjoy their food as they have to feed their children one kernel at a time. Sejun decides to help them, and he uses a spoon to remove the kernels from a cob quickly and puts them all in a bowl. He tells the parent rabbits that now they don't have to feed the babies one at a time, and they can eat by themselves. They are relieved as the baby rabbits go to the bowl and start eating on their own. Sejun tells the parent rabbits to eat their food comfortably, and he will watch over their kids for the time being. He also decides to dig in, but just as he takes a bite, the baby rabbits call for his attention, and seeing what they have done shocks Sejun so much that he spits out what he just ate. He cannot stop laughing as he sees the baby rabbits covered in corn kernels that they have attached all over their bodies. He picks out the kernels one by one and feeds the rabbits, telling them that they are going to drive him crazy at this rate. Sejun thinks that working while taking care of babies is not easy, and he misses Theo, who is better at looking after kids. However, Sejun marks this day in his diary of getting lost in the tower. It was the first day he harvested corn, enjoyed it with friends, and later shared it with Queuing and his mom too. Meanwhile, on the 38th floor of the tower, the hunters of the Phoenix Guild, who have set camp to meet Theo, are getting desperate. They are anxious and frustrated that the wandering cat merchant was not coming and was taking much longer than usual. Their leader, Kim Dongshik, also wonders what is going on, but he asks his teammates why he was after the cherry tomatoes because last time his girlfriend had bought enough for both of them. The man tells Dongshik about the rumors that rich people outside the tower were starting to show interest in the magical cherry tomatoes, and they were buying them at an enormous price. A single cherry tomato could be sold for about 500,000 Korean won, and the man wants to stockpile as much as he can before people who are affected by the rumors start gathering here to buy the cherry tomatoes to resell them in the outside world. However, there is another problem. A member of the party asks Dongshik what they should do now because there was a scheduled tower raid after a few days, and if they don't return now, they won't be able to complete the raid. Also, if they stay here for any longer, their supplies will run out. Dongshik thinks for a while and then comes up with the idea of letting only a few people stay behind while sending everyone else back to Earth to prepare for the raid. He volunteers to stay here just in case because he is well acquainted with Theo. The members of the Phoenix Guild head back, and only 3 people stay back. Dongshik had thought that the diet-conscious Jessica would stay behind to get some more cherry tomatoes, and he did not expect Suha to be here instead. Suha replies that Jessica claims to have lost all the excess weight, and that she no longer needs the magical cherry tomatoes, and that is why she left her position to her. Dongshik asks her if she is going to join the auction because of her interest in cherry tomatoes, but Suha replies that she is actually interested in giving Theo his churu. He laughs, saying that Theo is quite popular with the ladies. Meanwhile, Theo is casually strolling down the tower while thinking of completing the sales trip quickly to return to the baby rabbits who were waiting for their cool uncle. He finally reaches the wandering merchant passageway on the 60th floor, which is a huge cave at the base of an even more gigantic tree. A lot of wandering merchants are gathered in front of the passageway, and Theo says that the passage on this floor is the biggest in the tower, and he feels that the tree reaches the heavens. He gets down and enters the line, where a Chihuahua officer asks him to name his agency and grade. Theo introduces himself as a beginner wandering merchant, and informs him that he is going to use the ordinary merchant passageway that connects to the 38th floor. However, he has not noticed 3 menacing figures looming behind him, staring at him. They are 3 wolves, and they hold a poorly drawn image of Theo and think that he is their target. The picture drawn by the blacksmith is too ridiculous, and the only thing that matches Theo is the fact that he is a cat and his color. The wolves are mercenaries from the Silver Wolf tribe, and one of them, named Elko, says that he doesn't notice the straw hat with the cat merchant. The other wolf, Elki, replies that the cat must have hidden the hat in his bundle because he was not going to wear it outside. But both the wolves are curious about why Landlord Grid is looking for an ordinary straw hat, and they ask this question to their leader Elka. Elka replies that it does not matter to them, as they are the Silver Wolf tribe, the best mercenaries in the entire tower, and they should just act according to the mission given to them. Elka tells his subordinates to keep following the cat for the time being and asks them if they have all brought their mercenary association identities, but they themselves are unaware that someone else is spying on them. Inspector Zerath was out looking for Theo, but now her attention has shifted to the mercenaries from the Silver Wolf tribe. She wonders why there are such dangerous people after the cat merchant, and realizes that it must be because of the straw hat that he got into such trouble. Zerath wonders how valuable the straw hat is if Landlord Grid needs to hire mercenaries to get it back, and she decides to follow them. She doesn't know what might happen, but she fears that Theo could be in serious danger. With this, the video ends. We got some answers about Aileen's growth, and everyone in the cave got to enjoy corn. But besides that, the greatest issue right now is Theo, and the wolves following him, and he has forgotten that he is carrying something that can add new dimensions to his story. Let us find out what happens in the next video. Till then, leave a like and a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.